Welcome to the show, everybody. We have learned about election interference by the standards of the MAGA right wing. Donald Trump was given the Fox News town hall questions in advance, including questions that he would be asked by the anchors, Bret Baier and Martha MacCallum, as well as questions that he would be asked by members of the audience. It was completely stage managed. It was completely rigged like DeSanctimony. Okay. You may recall that when Donna Brazile obtained questions and passed them along to a Hillary Clinton campaign staffer, this was considered the gravest injustice in the history of the United States. And it turns out that actually Trump and Fox were in cahoots. So let me explain to you here what's going on. Reporting from CNN, Trump camp was fed questions for Fox News town hall in advance from person inside network. This is based on a forthcoming book. The report, which Fox said it plans to investigate, comes from the forthcoming book Revenge, the inside story of Trump's return to power by Alex Eisenstadt, a national political reporter at Politico. Eisenstadt did more than 300 interviews for this book and is based on internal memos, notes, and recordings, as well as regular reporting trips to Palm Beach, where Trump lives, and a flight with Trump aboard his plane in June 2023. The two excerpts in question that outline the specifics of what took place. Eisenstadt describes a deep relationship between Trump and people at Fox News. Eisenstadt reports that in January of 24, Trump was set to hold a town hall with Iowa voters moderated by Fox News anchors Bret Baier and Martha MacCallum, although not all of Trump's advisors wanted him to attend. The book explains that some of the people around Trump were angry with Fox because they found Fox's coverage not glowing enough. Antagonistic was the word Eisenstadt uses, and they didn't want Trump to essentially reward Fox with what was likely to be a pretty well-rated primetime event. We all, of course, remember this town hall. We covered it, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. The idea, and you can read about Eisenstadt's reporting, the idea among Trump staffers was, as much as Fox News is like sort of friendly to us, Bret Baier and Martha MacCallum might actually ask some tougher questions, and Trump's aides were concerned that he would be pressed on issues that he may not necessarily be well positioned or predisposed to answer. So long story short, quote, about 30 minutes before the town hall was due to start, a senior aide started getting text messages from someone inside Fox. Holy shit, the team thought. There were images of the questions Trump would be asked and the follow-ups that were planned, down to the exact wording. Jackpot. This was like a student getting a peek at the test before the exam started. Okay. So I want to remind you, when former Democratic National Committee interim chair Donna Brazile acknowledged, yes, I knew what the topics would be, not the wording of the questions, not the follow-up questions. Donna Brazile found out the topics that would be subject matter for Hillary Clinton's town hall. She passed it along to the campaign. She now says it was a mistake. And the right wing, including Trump, made this the biggest story for a while. There was no graver journalistic injustice that could have been done. Nothing worse could have taken place. But that was only the topics. And this time, it's not Donna Brazile or a campaign operative. This was someone inside of Fox News. Now, I'll tell you a couple of different things. Number one, if Fox News's investigation reveals that, oh, this did happen, they are going to blame the individual who did it and say, this was not Fox News policy. This was a violation, what this one person did. If they find the person, they are going to just say, one person did the wrong thing. They no longer work here. They've been fired, whatever. We don't yet know who that person is. So Fox News will never take accountability as, yes, we helped them out by doing this. It was a rogue person. Secondly, Bret Baier previously denied this, okay? Remember the tweet? I guess it was X already, so it would be an excretion technically. Bret Baier said, the former president will not have the questions in advance or any knowledge of the questions from me, Martha, or from citizens in the crowd. Now, again, the campaign got that. So was Bret Baier lying, or was it some rogue Fox News staffer that did this? If they are unable to deny the reporting, they will say Bret Baier was right as far as he knew. Trump wasn't supposed to have the questions. He wasn't supposed to have any of it, but he was given it in contravention to Fox News policy. Okay. Third thing, maybe the most, revolting aspect or stunning aspect of this is that if you remember our coverage of this Iowa town hall that Trump did, despite having all of the questions and the planned follow-ups and the whole thing, it was still a completely abortive campaign event. I mean, it was a fiasco. Go back and look at the video from January where I covered the event in detail. Trump was a complete and total mess. That town hall was so bad that many of us thought to ourselves, there's no way Trump's followers are going to fall for this and support him. Of course, we were very wrong. We were naive. We thought Trump's followers might actually react to Trump's dissembling and confusion. They didn't. They still voted for the guy. We were wrong about that. But maybe the most sort of ironic takeaway is that despite Trump having the questions, he still performed terribly. Final thing, by Trump's standards, this is election interference. When Donna Brazile found out the topics, you're going to be asked about the economy, and just Donna Brazile knowing the topics and sending them to the campaign of Hillary Clinton was called election interference by Trump. What is this? Clearly, election interference by Fox News. Did you know that countless commercial databases and people search sites are storing your personal information? Anyone, from an employer to a former partner, can use these platforms to get details about your online presence, your home address, phone number, email, license plate, family members, financial information, even political views. Europe has laws that offer some protection, but in the US, the data is widely accessible. Even the FBI will buy this information from companies to spy on people without a search warrant. Our sponsor, Incogni, provides a solution. It takes just seconds to sign up, and Incogni will send removal requests to all of the major data brokers, legally compelling them to get rid of your data. Incogni keeps you informed throughout the process. You'll get real-time updates, who has complied, which ones are still pending. They'll handle follow-ups, they'll handle appeals on your behalf, and this will save you hundreds of hours. Very few people have the time or resources to do this on their own. This service can also reduce the number of spam calls and emails you get, since many solicitors and scammers get your information from these very same sources. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 60% off. The link is below.